It looked like just another event in China. Xi Jinping walking into a grand hall, applause filling the room, the president taking his seat at the head of the table, others listening intently. Another routine conference, at least on the surface. But this was no ordinary gathering. It was a high-stakes meeting. On one side was President Xi Jinping. On the other were China's most powerful tech titans. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. Wang Changfu, CEO of car maker BYD, Ren Zhengfei, founder of Huawei, Lei Jun, CEO of Xiaomi, and many others were in attendance. Now, we don't have the specifics of what transpired here, but we do know that Xi Jinping spoke, and we know that the tech giants also had their say. It was all behind closed doors, though. Classic China. What stands out is the timing of this event. Just weeks ago, DeepSeek took the world by storm. Its AI model is the talk of the town. It's a serious contender to Western models. It is challenging Western models. And now Xi Jinping is meeting China's tech elite. Is this a show of support for the private sector? Is Xi Jinping finally backing them? We ask because they've had a love-hate relationship. China and its private tech sector is a relationship riddled with tension. With anti-monopoly crackdowns on Tencent and Alibaba, Jack Ma's mysterious disappearance a few years back, strict data security laws, and a relentless push for what they call common prosperity. And the result was this: innovation stifled, investment shaken, entrepreneurs wary, high-profile investors hesitant. In fact, the last time Xi Jinping met with them was back in 2018. Since then, it had been a long silence. So why is he engaging now? Because China's economy is struggling, the real estate sector is in crisis, growth is sluggish, geopolitical tensions are mounting, and trade tariffs, thanks to the new US President Donald Trump, are not helping. Beijing needs a boost, and it is extending an olive branch to the private sector. At the heart of this renewed interest lies a clear strategic necessity: artificial intelligence. DeepSeek has already set the stage. There were trade restrictions, lack of cutting-edge AI chips, yet this AI model, the one that they created, is on par with their Western counterparts. And that's fueling a $1.3 trillion stock rally in China. In recent years, hedge funds had fled the country. Now they're returning, pouring more and more money into Chinese equities. Investors are optimistic. There is hope for more economic stimulus. So things seem to be looking up. And that's exactly the kind of success that Beijing wants to supercharge. Private innovation harnessed for national goals. A delicate balance between state control and free enterprise. A balance that Xi Jinping is determined to strike. The question is, will it work? Yes, China wants more private tech innovation, but it's not ready or willing to end state intervention. What Beijing wants is this: for the private sector to thrive within clear political boundaries. So as the dust settles from this meeting, the world will watch closely for tangible follow-ups. Will there be meaningful policy shifts? Will regulatory scrutiny ease? Or will the party's control remain the defining factor in China's story? DeepSeek's rise may symbolize the resilience of China's tech sector, but can it be a turning point for the private sector? That is something that remains to be seen. This meeting shows the limits of Chinese state power and their acknowledgement of those limits, an admission of sorts that Beijing cannot afford to alienate its entrepreneurs entirely. We are calling this show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in Varanasi, Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 4.3 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.